I want to ask you something. When you picture full-time RV life, what do you see? Sunsets over the desert, waking up to mountain view, coffee outside with nowhere to be.
That's real. That exists. We have lived that function. But here's what they don't show you. They don't always show you the travel day. When the slide out stops working, when you're 3 hours from your next campsite.
They don't always show you the morning, the water pump item. They don't always show you the math. They don't always want you to know that on camera.
We've been camping our whole life. Full-timing for 2 years, the three of us. Me, my husband Kenny, and my mom Barb, who we call the traveling grandma. And today, we're going to show you the real version, not the highlight reels, the whole thing.
Okay, first of all, there's a honeymoon phase. It's real. And ours lasted a long while. When we first hit the road, everything felt new. And it was. New campsites every week, new states, new scenery, new adventures. We were doing what most people only dreamed about. And we loved every bit of it. Kind of lost the feeling though. We got stuck up in Ohio in the dead of winter when both Lori and Barb were cancer. Hopefully we'll get that back and leave here and we'll hit the road again and start enjoying life.
People ask us, do you ever regret it? Was there a moment you thought you made a mistake?
Honestly, no. But there were absolutely moments where we thought this is harder than we expect when we broke down on the side of the highway. And those moments are worth talking about.
Because the RV content you find online skips straight from where we quit our jobs, hit the road, and here we are, beautiful campsites. The middle part, the real part, almost never gets shown. So that's what we'll talk about today.
Let's start with money, because this one surprises most people. A lot of folks think full-time RVing is expensive.
And it can be. If you're staying at full hookup RV park resorts every night, paying $60, $70, $80, that adds up fast.
Our average camping cost last year was about $6.80 per night, not a week, per night. Now, boondocking in BLM land, Gate Guard, which is actually where we are right now in Texas, and we'll get basically a free campsite in exchange for monitoring a gate, along with some pay.
Yeah. We work every discount we can find. We actually spend less money on the road than we did in the house. When I tell people that, they think I'm exaggerating, and I'm not.
And that doesn't mean it's free. There's fuel right now. I'm glad we're kind of playing it here because fuel is very expensive. There's maintenance. We have RV payment and truck payment. Oh well, we will get to the maintenance.
But the baseline cost of just being somewhere, we have that dialed into. If you want the full breakdown on exactly how we hit that number, that video is linked above.
Okay, now the main. I cannot prepare you for this. I don't care how handy you think you are. I don't care how many YouTube videos you've watched before you hit the road. Something is always in the process of breaking, being fixed, or about to break.
Well, I gotta admit, our camper is not as bad as some of these guys you see on YouTube.
We've been very lucky.
You know, I'm not gonna mock brands, but in the past year alone, we had slide-out issues. Both our ACs went out, the water pump, the solar system, and I'm going to do a whole video on that. The thing that saved us a lot was we had to extend the warranty, so that covered the bulk of the repair costs. So, we had to buy a new truck because we kind of fried the trailer just on the element. Thank you, mountains.
Yeah. If your RV smells after dumping, you need Liquefied. Liquefied is what fixed it for us. It has a measuring chamber right here. You just take it off, you squeeze up to the fill line, and then you dump it in the toilet. So there's no guessing, there's no spilling. I'll put a link in the bio, and you can use our code SEEKERS, SEEKERS, for a 20% discount off your purchase of Liquefied. It really works. And it's grandma's got her seal of approval. Here's the thing about Kenny. He is a trained mechanic, or he was a trained mechanic, but he's not an electrician or a plumber. He's a guy who decided he was going to figure things out because calling a shop every single time was not going to work for our budget.
I don't trust people.
Yeah. He built our entire solar system himself. 1,600 watts of solar, 800 amp hours of lithium battery, an inverter charger. He taught himself every bit of it, mainly with YouTube College, or I guess whatever it calls it there, including the part where I bought the charge controller from China because I'm trying to save money, but it came with absolutely zero instructions. That one took him a little while.
If you can read Mandarin, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
The real cost of full-time RV life isn't just campsite fee. It's time spent fixing, troubleshooting, learning, and sometimes sitting in muddy field Texas waiting for the ground to dry. That's kind of why we're here. I can't do a lot of work outside because of the dust and the rattlesnakes.
Yep. That's what they skip in the highlight reels. Real life.
Here's the one nobody warned us about, and I think it surprises people more than anything else. The hardest part of full-time RV life is not the small space. It's not the gray water. It's not leveling the rig.
It's finding enough things to do at each place so that we actually stay long enough to hit our budget goal.
Here's a man. We're moving every 2 nights or so. We're burning a lot of fuel. It was very expensive at the moment. Even cost average down, we need to stay put. Staying put means you need things to do. Basically free things or close to.
We brought our Honda Pioneer specifically for this reason. We ride OHV trails, we explore, we find free things in each area that most people drive right past.
We keep lists, free things to do in every state, because after 2 years of doing this, we've learned the activity plan and the budget plan have to be the same plan. Otherwise, one of them fails.
Stay tuned until the end, because the reason we never go back is connected directly to this. I want to tell you something that doesn't make it into the highlight reels. This is the real reason we're out here. Mom and I both had breast cancer at the same time. Mother and daughter going through treatment together.
When you go through something like that, when you sit in a waiting room next to your daughter, both of you in the same fight, you come out the other side with a different relationship with time.
With what matters. With waiting for someday to live your life.
We did not want to wait anymore. So when we hit the road, it wasn't just an adventure. It was a decision, a very deliberate decision that life is too short and we're going to live it now while we're still healthy. Okay.
While Mom is still strong enough to have her own space in the back of the Talon, while we still can.
That's what's underneath of all this. That's why on the hard days, and there are hard days, we never want to look at each other and say, oh, we should stay home.
There's a version of full-time RV life where people do it because it's trendy, but that's not our version.
Now I know what you're all thinking. 3 people, 1 RV. How does it actually work? We're in a 2019 Jayco Talon Toyhauler. It's 42.5 feet long. Talon has a garage in the back, and that's the Toyhauler part. That's Barb's bed, her space, her domain.
And I will tell you, it works better than you'd think. Mom has her room, we have our room. We're close enough to have dinner together, help each other out, be a family, but we each have enough room to breathe.
The secret is the floor plan. Not even every RV works for 3 people. With the Toyhauler garage layout, that was the decision that made all of this possible. It's not the freedom, even though that's the real part. The real part for me was my husband or his dad wanted to travel and see all these sites that we're seeing. He really wanted to go to the Badlands, and he didn't get to go because he had a stroke, and that was it. We had to stop.
It's not even the money savings. It's this. We know ourselves better now. We know what we actually need to be happy versus what we thought we needed. And those 2 lists are very different.
We didn't need a big house. We didn't need a big yard. Well, everywhere we camp, we've got a big yard. We don't need a commute, a fixed address, or a routine that looks exactly the same every single day.
We need each other. We need movement. We need something to figure out. And out here, we always have all 3.
The hard days teach you that. A slide out that stops working 3 hours from your next site, that teaches you something. A solar controller with no instructions, that teaches you something.
Cancer, your daughters, your own, choosing to live out life anyway, that teaches you something.
We don't sugarcoat it. That's not how we operate. But we also wouldn't trade it. That's the honest truth.
If you're thinking about full-time RV life, or if you're already out here and nodding along to every word that we've just said, drop a comment below.
Tell us the thing nobody warned you about before you hit the road. Or if you're still planning, tell us your biggest fear. We read everything.
The full camping breakdown, how we hit me. $680 a night is linked above. So is the solar bill.
We're Lori,
Kenny,
and Barb, the traveling grandma.
the RV Adventure Seekers, and remember, life is good, and we'll see you in the next one.